On the morning of June 14, 2025, a 57-year-old man in Minnesota was arrested as the suspect in two politically motivated shootings. He is accused of killing Minnesota legislator Melissa Hortman and her husband. His name, Vance Luther Boelter. He wasn't a terrorist, not a radical preacher, not a raving madman. He ran a private security company. He helped his neighbors. He once offered safety. But then, something changed. He began telling others that he had a mission to eliminate evil, to restore order, to protect the nation. And in the end, he became the threat he once claimed to fight. Boelter is not an outlier. We live in a time where anyone can be judge, jury, and executioner with just a few clicks, a video, a tweet, a viral post, and suddenly a person's fate is sealed in the court of public opinion. Truth no longer needs to be objective. It only needs to feel right. But what happens when everyone believes they are the righteous one? What happens when we stop asking what is just and start acting from what we feel? Society begins to fracture, because without humility, there can be no justice, only vengeance. When people lose sight of a higher authority, they create one within themselves. They begin to believe that they were chosen, that they must act, that they are the light in the darkness. They might not say it out loud, but deep inside, they've taken on the role of God. They decide who deserves mercy, who should be punished, who is beyond redemption, from extremist groups to moral vigilantes online. They may look different, but they grow from the same root. An ego dressed as divine purpose, a self crowned as savior. Today, platforms meant for connection have become platforms for condemnation. No trial, no grace, only outrage. And what's most terrifying is this: the people who believe they're doing the most good can sometimes cause the deepest wounds. Because when righteousness is weaponized, truth becomes collateral damage. The Bible is no stranger to false saviors. Saul of Tarsus believed he was defending God as he hunted down early Christians, until the light of truth blinded him and forced him to see himself for what he truly was. There's a verse, simple, clear. There is a way that seems right to a man, but its end is the way to death. Proverbs 14:12. Boelter believed he was an agent of good, a hero. But how many of us have played that same role without knowing it? How often do we condemn others, not because they're wrong, but because they're not like us? If everyone thinks they're right, who will have the courage to be wrong? In an age where everyone wants to save the world, perhaps the first soul we need to rescue is our own. Truth begins with humility.